Guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to complete about how to set the user profile and user data. Okay, so guys, I mean to say like when user logs in, he can see only his name and all, but I want to set his profile, DP, address, city, state, pin code and phone numbers, alternate phone numbers. So we need that in e-commerce website. Okay, and for admin also we require, right? So in this case we can set for the both. So as we have one normal user for the om@gmail.com, so let us copy this and om@gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let me click on login and let's log in and see it's redirected to home page. Okay, so after redirecting, you can, right now we will leave it at the home page or we will make it to main page. Okay, so let us go back to our code and inside app http controller auth controller you can see login controller. Okay, so when normal user logs in, it is telling that it is redirecting to home, right? So just make it null or /, so it can redirect to like once log out, and let's see once again what's going to happen. om@gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 login and it will redirect to home page. Cool. Okay, so Om Prakash is logged in now. Now in this drop down I want to set my profile. Okay, so guys, let's go to this navbar. So this navbar is inside. Let us close this first. Okay, it's very simple. Let's go to resource, views, layouts. In INC includes. So inside this front end navbar we have created, right? So inside front end navbar we have that drop down over here. Like where is it? Here it is. So this is the drop down right now. So guys, we will create one more drop down and tell that this will be the class. Okay, and you can tell my profile, and here will be href is equal to call your path, URL called my hyphen profile. Simple, my profile. Let's save this and check the output first. Control R or right click, reload the page. You can see in this drop down my profile also. So let's click on this my profile. You can see the URL page not found 404. So guys, let's create a route for this first. Okay, so let's get into route web.php. So inside that route, this is for admin, this is for vendor. So let's ignore this, and this is for user. So inside this user, I will call this route where I'm going to get method, use the get method, and call the my profile URL at your user controller. Okay, so we can see inside app http controller we have only admin and home controller at auth. So let's create one folder called front end, FRONT front end. Okay, so inside front end we have to create a controller called my profile, I mean user profile controller, user controller we will call it. So guys, let's comment this, and if you don't comment it will show an error. So I'm commenting this now, and let's create one controller and link that first. So simple php artisan make controller where front end / user controller. So hit enter. Controller created successfully. Let's open this front end. You can see user controller now. Let's click on it and you can go to the web route and start again with the coding. Okay, so inside front end folder, front end backslash, not forward slash. Okay, and call your controller name which you have created just now at index or my account, not my account, my profile. We will set function name. So copy this function, my profile, and let's go to user controller. Over here you create a function called public function. Function name will be my profile. That's it. Now we will return view page that front end may user dot profile page, right? So let's create a profile. So let's go to our resource folder. So guys, now let's move to resource views. You can see a front end. So inside that front end I'm going to create a user folder. Okay, so let's create folder called user, or you can tell users also. Just let us create only user, and let's create one full file called profile.blade.php. so this will be the file, and now you can see it is linked. So once you click, you will reach to this file. So guys, we can use the extension as a home page. So I mean to say this navbar and all is there, right? So this navbar, home, collections, so this you need in your profile page also, and with that some design. So guys, we will just copy this index page itself. Simple. So let us extend this same layouts and copy. Let us copy this. Let me copy this also and paste. Simple. Okay guys, now we will make a container column md12. Simple. My profile. Done. Page. Save this and let's see the output first. So guys, let's get back, click on this my profile and check the output. So you can see my profile URL navbar is called, and this also is called. Okay, my profile page. So guys, now we will put it in a card, simple card, and we will start with that. So you can call card, inside that card body. So this is, we are using Bootstrap, so we can include this in this format. And now guys, we will create a profile for it. So first I have just noted down in few steps, like this things should be main, okay, included in your user profile. So right now we are having name, email, and your that's it. Password and all should not be shown on itself, so name and email is there. So guys, for that we will start with it. So first step, we will simple, let's create a form. This will update it later. First we will create a structure for it. So let's type form group, input type form control. Okay, so we need to give a label for him. Label first name. Simple. And now we will call a values column. In this we will echo the authenticated user name. Okay, so this authenticated username, it will call this directly because we already have in the user table called name column. Okay, so let's reload it and you can find Om Prakash data is coming, right? So guys, now what we will do, the same thing we will be calling for everyone in this format. So I just want to make, I don't want this to be in a full format. Let's divide it into columns. Column MD4. Let me put in this and let's call this column number of times we want. Okay, I just want to arrange this. First name will be last name, and then we will call email, and then we'll call address 1, like you mean to say flat number, apartment number. Okay, address and address. So this will be address 2, like landmark, nearby, something like this. So these things will be in this format. So this one we will keep it as full 4. We'll keep this as 6, and this column will be 6. As this email, we'll keep it below. At last we'll keep. So now we will call city 4, state, pin code, or you call it zip code, so it depends on different countries. So guys, now we can call the three important things, that is phone number, alternate phone number, and finally email. Okay, email ID, just to show him. So email ID is already available in the database, so you can call the email ID. Okay, so we can reload the page and check the output now. So everything is looking fine, but we'll keep this email also at here only. We will keep the button over here. Okay, so let's take this email at the top here. Simple. We don't want to update this, so we have to keep as read only, and this will have no attribute. And here we will create one simple button. So it's for that. Button update profile, class is equal to btn primary, type is equal to submit. Your profile update. Okay, you can remove this, not required. So reload. Okay guys, so now we have to create the columns. Okay, so first step, we will go to our database. Inside our database user table, where we will click on the structure. It's loading. Okay, let's click on structure, and now what are the fields we want to add? So let us know it. So last name, address 1, address 2, city, state, pin code, phone number, and alternate phone number. And one more thing we want to keep, that is image. Okay, so that image will be, we can keep over here itself. Anyhow, it depends on you how you want to design and make it. So guys, let's call that image also. I'll call this below, or else you can design as per your design. So now just forgot about the image, so let me include the image too. IMA image tag. URL, not URL, asset. So you can keep dummy image right now. So for that guys, we will set it now itself. Like inside front end, we'll go back to our fab cart, public images, no image for user. Let's see. Okay, we'll download one image, simple image, admin image. So we'll get this image and keep it into our public folder. So this is the image. So guys, let us not waste time. Okay, you can just set this as profile, edit, not edit, we have to rename it, rename, called profile.png, save, and let's go to called images /profile.png. I'm going this because it's inside direct public images is available. Okay, so images only we have to move on. So guys, now let's reload and check with this. Okay, looking cool. And now guys, we will create the table for it. So guys, now first step, we will add how many things are out there. So we have totally 9 fields, so we will continue with that. So just click on 9 and you can just tell after the password, right? So I'll just let it go. So once it goes and load, we have to start adding the data. So guys, let us start adding the data. So first is L name, which will be varchar 191 will keep, and we will make it as null. Okay, every field should be null. Now address varchar, or else you can keep a medium text. Next one is address to medium text. City, you can add varchar 191. State, varchar 191. You have to make it all null, do not forget. So make sure you are making it all null. Pin code varchar 191 null. Phone varchar 191. Alternate phone varchar 191. The final image or profile you can tell 191. Make it null. So you can just add on this phone number also if you want to in register page. So right now we will just save this and move on. So structure successfully altered. So everything is looking fine. Lname, you can just, if you want to move this, you can move it off. Okay. So guys, now we will call this fields and check the data over there, right? So right now you can see as home@gmail.com has null values in this, right? So we can move on to the code and change the names. So this name will be lname, email is email, address 1 is address 1, address 2, this is city, state, pin code, phone, then one more is alternate phone, and then final one image. Okay, so this image we will be saving and calling it. So right now we are not going to call over here. So that we will call is like, for example, we will remove this and we will tell dot authenticated user of image. Okay, so in this image place, what was that name? Profile.png. So you can just set it over here. As for example, will contain with dummy data, as I'm showing you. We can tell profile.png set, and name will be n. Here some data, unwanted data. Integer value, I think something we have missed, we'll just check it out. Address to medium int we have set it, so this is wrong. We have to change this medium int to medium. Reload it. Let's reload it. Okay guys, so now let's change this medium int to medium text. So we have made this mistake now in this. So let me change this. Medium MEDI text. Let's make it null. No values. Save it. Saved. Let's browse it again. And you can same way call just unwanted datas. City Bangalore, state Karnataka, 560077, and the phone number we will update from here. Okay, so this much data is to see, we can check. So guys, as you can see very clearly, last name and name, OSD, Bangalore, Karnataka, state 7, phone number we have to update. So guys, as you can see, the image also is called perfectly. Why? We have called the correct name from that. Okay, so same we will be storing and we will be calling the data. Okay, so guys, we'll be storing and calling it again and again.